Hey everyone, and welcome to This Week in Hearthstone, week number 10. That's right, we've hit the double digits in This Week in Hearthstone. It's our weekly recap series, taking a look at the news and events in a Hearthstone world in the past week. And I thought I'd get started with kind of a hot topic for me, something that it's been getting on my nerves that I wanted to get out there, and that is Battlegrounds being consistently broken lately, and it's been a real frustration, at least for me. I know there's a lot of players I see complaining about it, and just it's just a frustration. So what am I getting at? Again, I don't want to crap. I'm not crapping on the Blizzard team or anything like that here. Battlegrounds is probably the best mode going in Hearthstone right now. There's still a lot of excitement for it. Viewership's really good on Twitch. People are really engaged, but there's just a lot of problems that keep lingering, that keep popping up, that is concerning, because this is the most popular mode in Hearthstone. Standard is not the most popular mode right now, and I would love to see it get a little more care than it seems to be getting. So what are these issues I'm talking about? Well, every time there's an update in Battlegrounds, there seems to be some kind of glaring problem. Like right now, they introduced the new balance patch, right? Like Ragnaros got nerfed, all this stuff, but Genie got buffed from tier 6 to 5, and now Genie, this elemental, can give you tier 6 elementals even though you're only on tier 5, so you get Little Rag, you get Amalgadons, and it's ridiculous. You win the game a lot of the time based on that high roll, and it changes a lot of the outcomes of a lot of games that wouldn't happen otherwise. This was not intended. It's a bug. It's been confirmed by, I believe, Cora on Twitter and Reddit said that, and they are looking at fixing it. But again, it's like they release it in this broken state. We've had Micro Mummy was broken. It got taken out, at least, and it took forever to get back in, but at least they took it out, and you'd like to see that with Genie, honestly, the way it determines so many games. But whatever, that happens. But the game itself has been lagging like crazy for a long time, and that just, they even said they had a hotfix to get rid of the lag. The lag's still going on. Why is this mode lagging and costing people games constantly? It's a frustration. There's this white noise bug. If you play Battlegrounds quite a bit, you'll have this white noise going on in the background. That's irritating. The whole 4-player queuing system and win trading at high ranks has never been addressed. They did a little thing saying, oh, it only addresses only ups the win rate by 2%. But again, they kind of just, that was it. They ignored it. Even it's kind of a competitive integrity issue. They removed Pogos from the game, the most beloved minion in the game for the most part, because they didn't want to nerf Jandice, and Jandice is still broken, still has an insanely high win rate, so a lot of people are still upset about that. Elementals themselves are just completely overpowered. You take the Genie thing away, I still think Elementals are ridiculous. I win a game right now in Battlegrounds playing Pirates or Demons. It's almost impossible. It's you play Elementals, or you play a Poisonous build and Scam, or high roll Murlocs, maybe high roll Dragons you get there, but even the high roll Death Rattle Beast comp doesn't do it, so that's frustrating. And there's also the whole damage output thing, dying to tokens being generated from something like a boat, or Genie, whatever, taking 30 damage on turn 10 and losing the game. There's all of these glaring, annoying issues that either don't get corrected or just keep popping up over and over, and it's just, you'd love to see more care and love go into Battlegrounds than we're currently seeing. And this might be just an issue of, there's a pandemic going on, they're all working from home, they have limited resources, Blizzard Activision doesn't exactly pay their employees the best. They don't have the most resources out there, despite the fact they're making billions of dollars. That, yeah, I really don't want to crap on the dev team over this. I just feel it's just, they're overextended, working on both Battlegrounds and Ladder, and all the stuff going on with everything, and all these issues just keep popping up, and it's it just makes the game look crummy. It makes the quality look less than it should be. We've even seen it in Standard with bugs and the friends list bug still going on, where the ranks flicker, it's hard to spectate someone, the portraits are all glitchy, Tyrande and Garrosh look all bugged out right now, a couple of minions like Cabal Shadow Priest and Piloted Shredder look bugged out. It's just all of these low effort, not low effort, but just it's just stuff that should be caught. These bugs should be caught, and it shouldn't be in this game looking, it makes the game look just unprofessional, and it's just frustrating me. I feel like it's an issue that keeps popping up, and it's only getting worse as time goes on, where literally the games are lagging now. We've never had it where, like, sure, the portraits look buggy or there's balance issues, but it's never been to the point where the game runs like crap. Apparently, if you try and play the game on your phone, you play Battlegrounds on your phone, it basically crashes you. You play like on iOS, you can't play Battlegrounds. It's just unplayable for at least a lot of people. It's just laggy garbage, and I just, I wish they could take more time to get these things right and not have to rush it out, but really don't think it's the dev team's fault on that. I think that's more of a higher up, we gotta make money type of deal, and we're gonna make money with quantity and not quality, and I don't love that. Like, I'd rather, a little bit more quality go into the product right now, because Hearthstone's always been like a really well-oiled, really sick looking game. It's always run really smoothly for the most part, looked really good, and when that's starting to go away, man, it just feels bad when the meta sucks in a lot of the modes, that the game itself runs bad. But anyways, I just wanted to put that out there as like my top story, because yeah, like, it's just a frustration that just keeps getting to me and a lot of people, and let me know if it's bugging you, and let the devs know, we'd love to see these things get fixed, and I'm sure they would. Again, I'm sure they would love to see it get fixed too. I'm not blaming them, but still, I feel like we got to put that out there. And just a friendly reminder, we are getting ridiculously close to 10,000 subs, and if we hit 10,000 subs by this Sunday, I'm going to do the world's largest, or at least Hearthstone's largest tier list, at least that I've done, over 200 cards. So if we can get that goal done, if you click that sub button, I would really appreciate it. But on with the news, let's take a look. Our next story to cover this week is we have a new member to the lead design team, or he's going to help out with the lead card design team, all that stuff, is former GM, recently relegated Grandmaster Boarcontrol. You might know him from his Twitch streams. He does very well there, but he is retiring from competitive play, yet another pro player retiring from competitive play to join the team as like an associate. He'll help with designing cards, and congrats to Boarcontrol. That's awesome. You'll be wondering, do I have an issue with this? Do I have an issue with everything, Zeddy? But for me, I mean, it's cool that they're getting more, experienced card players helping out on the team. I just feel like they're hiring too many of these, like, pro players. Like, you already have Chacky, you have Gallon, now you have Boarcontrol. I feel like it's a lot of the same mindless type of people, like people that, they try hard, they play the game competitively, but they play it on all that. It's like you're going to have a lot of the same type of opinions going into the creative process, and I don't know, I'd kind of like to see maybe someone more out there, like, get on the team. Like, Core was a good example. Like, she's not, like, a top competitive player. She kind of sees things from different angles, and I think that's been represented by her impact on the team. I think it's been really positive, but having, like, all these, like, try-hard pro players, like, I don't know, I'd like, maybe they can bring in some other people that might see a little bit more outside the box, see a little bit outside of that competitive realm, but overall, I think it's cool. I wish him my congratulations, all that. And just thought I'd let you guys know that there'll be yet another member of the team. Last major news thing I wanted to cover is just a review overall of the Hallow's End event. It was a 3-week event. It's going to be ending on Wednesday, and it's going to lead right into the whole reveal stream on Thursday. And in comparison to the last event that we had, I would give it a glowing recommendation, a glowing review. We had 3 legendary quests. We had a Battlegrounds update. We had the dual class arena event, which I really enjoyed. We had, the Rexar Wing Book of Heroes, which I thought was a lot better than the Jaina one. The bosses were a little bit more interesting. The lore felt good. And we got more stuff for completing it. The portrait, the Rexar portrait, looked a lot better. Had some voice lines. And all in all, I thought this event was a lot better. It was a lot more enjoyable. I mean, if we're going to get monthly events, which is awesome, by the way, props to Blizzard for doing that. I think if it's at the level of this event, where it's not like, insanely eventful, like, we didn't get that much stuff, that's great. Like, this is the perfect thing to, like, scale, like, weigh, like, what these events should be like. Like, the Jaina one, that whole, like, that one just felt awful. Like, it was all just Give us money for Heroic Brawl. Give us money for bundles. Give us money for the portrait. Oh, the portraits don't even give you anything. Like, they don't have voice lines. It's literally just a gift. It felt really bad. But this one, there was a lot of stuff to get. There was a lot of stuff to do. You didn't have to pay money for it. You could get golden transfer students through a fun little quest. There was lots to do, and that's awesome. So hopefully the next event will either be as good or better, and just not, you know, as weak as the one that was before, you know. So overall, I'll give it a thumbs up. It's definitely a step in the right direction. I mean, we didn't used to get monthly events. If this continues, that's freaking rad. I'm really happy about that. And next, we'll take a look at the weekly meta update. We do have nerfs announced coming to Evocation and the Mage Prime, so the meta is very stale in both Standard and Wild, especially Wild. Standard, again, very much, you know, Bomb Warrior, Tempo Mage, Soul Demon Hunter, Druid's fallen off, Warlock's fallen off, Shaman's unplayable. I'll highlight one kind of fun deck is Mozaki Tempo Mage or Combo Mage. It's kind of popped up again a little bit. Not that it's really that good, but people have made it a little bit more tempo-based, had a little bit more success with it. And if you want to take out that Mozaki you opened up, give the deck a go. It's not too bad. You can do some pretty disgusting stuff with it. And in Wild, again, it's Quest Mage, it's Reno Priest, it's Aggro Stone. That's what you're playing. Otherwise, you know, you're not really, you know, competing at the highest of levels. But one deck I thought that was kind of interesting from Wild that somebody at Top 100 Legend with was Soul Fragment Demon Hunter. Yeah, you could play that in Wild too, apparently. There's only like 2 wild cards in the whole thing. You have like Galaka Crawler and Bran. They're running like Penflinger and Tecton a Glide to like screw over like Quest Mage or Reno Priest. So yeah, if you want to try out Demon Hunter in Wild, apparently a Soul Fragment Demon Hunter holds its own. I mean, it should do well against the aggro decks. You have your AoEs, you have your healing, and you can burn out the other decks. So, you know, you want to give that a go, and you already have Soul Fragment Demon Hunter in Standard. You don't really have to craft much for this. It really doesn't require a heck of a lot. It's very similar. And yeah, that's it for this week in Hearthstone. No Grandmaster updates because their season is completed. The next thing there'll be, I believe there's a Masters Tour event coming very shortly, might be this weekend, and then there's the World Championships at the end of the year. So we don't really have an end segment for this week in Hearthstone anymore. So let me know in the comments below, what should we add as a segment? I thought maybe we could do like take a look back at like this week in Hearthstone a year ago or 2 years ago. Maybe we take a look at like historical stuff, what happened this week in like, I don't know, 2018. We could do that. Or maybe we just do like a mailbag session where you like send in questions and I can answer them. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day. And stay salty, my friends.